Why do we need to work at all? Where is it written that in order to support yourself and your family, you have to go to work? That also, now that we think about it, it also seems completely exaggerated. You have to work 6 days a week so that you can have 1 day to live. Something wrong with that equation? So people are starting to think, maybe it should be the other way around. Maybe we should work 1 day and have 6 days to live. Why haven't we tried that? Why haven't we worked at that? Why have we accepted this unnatural, totally unnatural dependence on work? You have to leave your home in order to support your home. You have to spend most of your life away from your family in order to support your family. Doesn't that seem kind of lopsided? Top heavy? When Adam and Eve ate from the tree of knowledge, something changed. Instead of having all their needs met by nature, whatever they needed grew on a tree. After they ate from the wrong tree, God said, "You will eat bread by the sweat of your brow." Now all of a sudden, you have to make the wheat grow. How do you do that? Well, first you got to plow the earth. Then you got to sow the seeds. Then you got to reap the harvest. Then you got to grind the wheat, the wheat, make it into flour. Then you got to make a sandwich. It just doesn't pay. By the time you get to your sandwich, you've starved. It's a curse of sorts, right? So why would that remain forever? We're always going to have to go to work? Think out of the box. There must be some way of unleashing the earth's potential so that the earth will give us everything we need. So I remember in the 60s, people were writing books about how we're running out of food. The earth's population is getting to be way too much. There were 5 billion people in the world. We can't feed that many people. We're all going to starve. Stop having children. Zero population growth. What happened? Agriculture discovered how to get 10 times as much produce out of the earth than we were producing before. So in the 60s, we were panicked that we don't have enough to eat. And in the 80s, we were dumping wheat into the ocean because we didn't know what to do with it. How much potential does the earth have? We haven't begun to tap it. So when Mashiach comes, we will tap the natural resources that can provide all of our needs for 8 billion people. And you won't have to go to work. Think out of the box. Don't take anything for granted anymore. There's only one thing. There's only one thing that is real and true, unchanging, eternal. And that's God's plan. So what is God telling us by closing the synagogues? So there was a cartoon online. The cartoon was the devil speaking to God. And the devil said to God, "I shut down all your synagogues." And God says, "Don't be silly. I turned every Jewish home into a synagogue." God is telling us something. The world is ready to become perfect, to become holy. All the great, huge breakthroughs, bringing heaven down to earth, it's all been done. And it was done by great people, people bigger than life. Moses and King David and Elijah the prophet and the sages and all these huge, huge giants of spirit, they brought heaven down to earth. They withstood all the challenges. Our own grandparents who went through the Holocaust, they were giants. They survived it, and they started life all over again. Amazing. What is left that still needs to be done? The little finishing touches. So God gives us a very visual and vivid lesson